What up to the Podverse and everybody sleeping in the cloud? Welcome to the Black Log, where we talk black about TV, music, film, and sometimes we just digress and have conversations and drink coffee or hot tea, which is recommended by 3 out of 4 cardiologists. I myself, we're getting summertime. The tea's a little cold. It's not hot like it used to be. Hey, my name is Rod. The gentleman on the other side, his name is Ryan. Say hello, Ryan.
What up? What up? What up? What's happening? What's happening?
Those of you first seeing the show, it gets better. It gets better.
If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, like, share, comment. And if you're on any of the podcast platforms, please give us a 5-star rating. Apple, Spotify, RSS. If you don't like the show, just leave that 5-star rating. We promise to do better. And you can find a lot more clips on IG, TT, and Facebook. And
Peace.
shout out to E. Tiffany Custom Creations. Hey, they hook you up, get you that shirt you've been wanting to get made. Hey, just go to etiffanycreations.com
For all your apparel needs.
Hey, real quick. I know you like to give, you like to educate the people with your little word of the week, which is cool.
With my
I
little
want to
word
give
of the week.
I want to start giving non-shout outs, bro. My
What?
first non-shout out, bro.
Wait, explain a non shout out.
It's basically you deserve this call out.
Huh?
You deserve it.
I'm curious on who's the first one.
And you know who you are if I'm talking about you. The first non-shout out goes to grown ass men who put paper towels in urinals at the gym.
Wait,
Bruh, there have been several times that I walk into a gym, bruh, and before I go stretch and get on the bike to start my workout, I go to the restroom. I should not walk into a gym for adults, into the men's bathroom, and see paper towels in the urinal. Like, how old are you? 8? Really? Come on, 5-year-old kiddies. Come on, man. Y'all dudes walking around. Y'all walking around with these with your buff tops and your skinny legs, and then you gonna walk around and you can't do something as you put a paper towel in the urinal. Come on, bruh. Come on, man.
Wait, that's
ridiculous,
copyrighted.
Bruh.
We can't come on, man. Don't come on, man. That's not out there.
What? Come on.
Come on, man. That's ESPN. Come on, man.
Oh, I forgot. I know what you're talking about.
Hey, come on, man. The way you did it's like that's an ESPN thing.
No,
What you think about it, Boobo?
Nah.
You feel the same way? I know you. I know how it be at your gym. I've been
That,
to your gym.
that was definitely not the what I
Come
was
on,
trying
man.
to do, but I was trying to do that non-shout out. Like
Non-shout out.
and for all and when you do it, or if you see somebody do it and you heard this, you remember
Non-shout
they
out.
janky. And they janky. If they do that at a gym, God knows what they do other places.
You know what? And I'll let God tend to that because I don't even want. I'll let God take care of it. How about that?
I'm thinking that men who put paper towels in urinals at gyms, they probably, if they're on a date, they probably go through y'all bathroom stuff, ladies. Probably go through your stuff. Yep, I'm casting aspersions on people. Yes, that is what I'm doing. Yes. I'm making assumptions. Yes, that is exactly what I'm doing.
I didn't even have to say it. Yes.
Yes.
I'm casting aspersions. I am making
Yes.
assumptions.
I am judging you. Yes. I am judging you hard. Stones thrown at windows. Yes. All of them.
Oh my God. Oh man, that is great. That is great.
Can't say we'll have a non-shout out every week, which is a good thing. That means, there's fewer janky people out there.
It is nothing entertaining about this, but I rode my bike today and I got 22 miles in it. It was just a good 20. It was just a good solid 22 miles a day. It
It's
really
good, bro.
was, man. It was like it was not the wind. I usually have to ride into a 10-mile-an-hour wind, and it was just less resistant. I felt like I was at the Olympic training facility. That's how good it was. It was like it was just
I,
going down the
I,
path.
I know that you heard me. I know that you heard me already kind of talk about this, but it is better than doing a 40-mile ride and realizing about 8 miles in when you reach down for that water bottle that they are still sitting in the refrigerator.
Hmm. Now, as we spoke of, I'm really going to get into that. I'm going to try to get into that now because I saw somebody drive by me today and said, "Huh, he has a water bottle." That's what Ryan was talking about. I don't have any water bottles. I
Bruh,
told it to
I
Ryan. He looked at me.
reached down. I reached down for that water bottle to get me a swig, and I was like, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me!" And ain't no way I'm about to turn around and go back and get the water bottle. I
It's just
just
eight
gotta go
miles,
ahead and
Ryan. You
put you
could
on
have gone
too.
and got it. It's just 8 miles.
I'm in the swing. I'm in the swing
Did
of
you feel
things.
it at the end? Were you dehydrated? Did you
Oh, I
feel it?
felt it. Oh, I
Really?
felt it. Oh yeah.
Because
Yes.
I don't drink water, I don't know. So you know what? You have a feeling that I don't understand. I don't have Okay, I get that. I will. I'm gonna try that whole water thing.
You're
Not.
gonna get that water thing one day when everything starts looking blurry, and you're like, "What's going on?" And your head starts getting
Wait,
dizzy,
I've never got
and
no.
and, and then somebody and then you up there, then you open your eyes and you're like, "What happened?"
Hey,
It's, oh
Mister.
man, you've been out for about 3 days.
Hey, Mister. What are you? What's wrong? What do you mean? You hear that one? Hey, Mister. Hey, Mister. Hey, Mister. Ah, it fall out. Remember how Bert used to be on Sesame Street? Hey, Bert. Hey, Mister. I can see that happening to me. I can see that.
Huh.
We don't only entertain here at the Black Law. We also educate. Black Law word of the day is clatterfart. Clatterfart. I saw this and I said, I gotta use it. Clatterfart, spelled Clatterfart. It's a noun. The definition: a compulsive chatterer, prone to long-winded speech and the divulgence of secrets. Using a sentence, Dejaquan was quite the clatterfart, and this quality wasn't a plus in his cocaine sales. Clatterfart.
The divulging of the secret, as in the silent windbreak.
What?
The the silent but deadly.
No, I mentioned as selling cocaine. You really shouldn't be talking about that too much.
No, I'm talking about the definition. I was listening to the
Okay,
definition.
okay.
I was
But
like,
that
oh,
was
I'm seeing where they're bringing in this fart part with the clatter part.
maybe, but like I said, clatterfart. Take it into your world, impress someone, or not impress someone, or make someone go what? Make, make somebody go what? Ah, oh, today's brief summary is brought to you by
Our brief summary is brought to you by brevity. If you didn't have it, we'd be here all day. Pew.
midterms are upon us. Kim's dad is shot. Whitley, Dwayne, and Freddie drive her to Ohio. The story continues.
I am so happy that you didn't say comedy ensues.
I did. I could not say that. I couldn't.
Slow down there, buddy.
So, I'm not. You think I'm that insensitive? Okay, maybe. Wow, that's not even nice. That was. You know what? That was so loaded. You did this. That is so wrong. That is so. That hurt. That hurt so bad. You weren't supposed to do that. You said, well, insensitive. All right, continue on. We started Gilbert Hall. Midterms upon us. Before I start, there's an extra that looks old as Smitty from Sanford and Son in this room.
Wow.
He got a mustache that looked like Steve Harvey. I was like, dude, you are not a comic.
That's one of those thick-em mustaches, too.
I don't know how he got through, bro. Somebody,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know
one
how
of
he
those
got through.
thick-em mustaches.
Freddie is pacing back and forth. She's getting ready for her mythology midterm. Walter comes in and is like, what the hell is wrong with you, Freddie? And she explains it. Dwayne is tutoring Ernest and Whitley for their math midterm with Colonel Taylor. That is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Whitley clearly has not gotten smarter this semester. She is having problems. She's having problems. And
math, bro. And math will get him.
And now she's talking about I feel a little cough coming on. Maybe she's like, and Dwayne's like, I'm not lying to Colonel Taylor for you. This, that, the other. She starts playing sick. Whitley is approached by our South African transfer student, Molefe. And she thinks Molefe wants to hit up on her. And she says, could you introduce me to Miss Jalisa Vincent? But
that's that arrogance, bro. You see that in a lot of people,
and
bro.
she walked away and didn't say anything on it. Like, I'm not going to do it. Like, and they're in the same class. He might be able to help her in math. Think about that.
You see that arrogance though in just a lot of people in general. They think that you're talking about them. No, we're not.
No, we're not.
No.
We go to Whitley and Kim's room. Kim is studying for her Spanish midterm. Hablamos. Whitley is in her bed, covered up, trying to play like she's getting sick. She's trying to. She's getting ready for a performance.
What trips me out in this scene is her selfish ass is trying to get Kim to get her out of the math exam instead of letting that girl study for her Spanish test.
Yeah, she wants her to.
She's literally trying to study for us. She's literally trying to study for her Spanish exam. And Whitley just.
That's what she's begging. She's asking her to lie for him. She's literally at, could you lie for me? Call Colonel Taylor. And she's like, no. And she batters Kim down enough to the point she says, if you have a temperature, I'll call Colonel Taylor. And she slips the thermometer in her tea to make it hot.
I always said 106 degrees.
I'm sick. No, you're dead. You're dead. They get a call. Go ahead. What'd you say?
No, go ahead. No, go.
We get there's a call on Whitley's princess phone. Kim picks it up. Mom, what are you calling Whitley's phone for? And we learn.
You say you're not insensitive, but the smile on your face shows otherwise. You're like this. Kim's mom calls. Hi.
Wait.
Hey, come on.
I was only talking about her answering the princess phone. Oh my God, come on.
Man. Hey, man.
Hey, man. Man. Kim answers Whitley's phone. It's Kim's mom. We find out Mr. Reese has been shot. Kim is hysterical. She wants to come home.
Yeah, Daddy got popped on line of duty.
Wait. But wait, you? Yeah, her daddy got popped. Like you.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
But I understand, but you sound like
that's just me talking.
You sound like OG. You sound like OG on the porch. You pop Reese. That's what you sound like.
You just want me to be with you.
No.
You just want me to be with you.
That is so wrong.
You just want me to. You just want me to be with you, answering the phone.
This is wrong. This is so wrong.
Hey.
So
Hey, I'm on Whitley's phone. Hey, Daddy got shot.
how do we get here, man? Oh man, that ain't right, man. That Kim is upset, and she decides I'm after she hangs up, and she's told her mother that she's not coming, and she decides that she's gonna go. So she pulls out her her what do you call it, the her moped
Map?
helmet,
Oh,
like she about to go all the way to Dayton, Ohio
yeah. Like,
on a moped. It's like, where are you going? I'm going to see you
she's gonna
on
be
a
looking
moped.
like, who was your boy that movie with his brothers?
Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, that's what she gonna look
Yeah.
like.
They're on that little moped, bro, with the little frozen snot.
You're not being sensitive. You're being
I'm just
insensitive.
telling, I'm just telling you what happened in Dumb and Dumber. That's it. That's all.
Kim wants to do that, and Whitley says, "No, you can't do that. Take my car." And she says, "Sure." And then she starts moving around the house, talking about, "Where's my bag? Where's my bag?" And she tells her, "Your bag is in your hand." She sees that Whitley sees that Kim is not prepared to do it. She says she'll drive her. And it said she mentions that she's in the hospital, and this kind of stings. You can tell this kind of like gets Whitley, and she bounces out. We go to the pit. Dwayne, Ron, and Ernest are eating. Whitley rushes in. Dwayne hides because he is not going to help Whitley anymore. And then you hear Dwayne, Dwayne,
Yeah.
Dwayne, and she
He pulled
pulls him
him to the
aside.
side.
Ron thinks that Whitley's trying to make him jealous. Okay. Ron
Ron really, for a while, he really, like, he thought he had a chance.
He did. He did.
Like, he legitimately thought he had a chance.
He never did.
Excuse me.
But for a hot second, he thought he did. He really thought he was in the Whitley, running. I got news for him. But he pulls her aside, and Dwayne's like, "I'm not helping you. I'm not lying to terms." And he said, "This is about Kim." He explains that she's been shot, and I don't know if we can make it all the way. It's like Kim can't drive, and I'm not sure if I can handle it. So, and he gets her to go with him. With as she needs him to come along because Kim is no good. They could get lost, and I'm thinking Dwayne's like, maybe I can grab a little sweet lip. Well, that's what you think.
Dwayne had, that was in Dwayne's head. Like, might be a little reoccurrence.
Kim is at this point. They don't. It's just the three of them. So it's like while she in the room with Daddy Reese, I can get a little sweetness.
It sounds messed up, but that's what he's thinking. That's what he's thinking.
Dwayne immediately agrees to go, and they bounce out. Go to Gilbert Hall lobby. A happy Freddie burst in, happy about
Her
being
exam.
successful on her mythology exam. She passed this, that, and the other. That's when Dwayne, Whitley, and Kim walked through the lobby. He's like, "Where y'all going?" I said, "We're going to Ohio." They said, "Oh, I'm going. Give me another chance to get with your dad." Since when he busted us. And then on hearing that, Kim walks out. Because no, she says the thing about, because if looks could kill. And Kim, she says nothing cross, but she just walks out. And then Whitley kind of gets in Freddie
This is the start of Whitley's streak of just being an ass.
Yeah, she kind of was. Yeah, she just, I like, it's a simple mistake.
It was almost like, she never really dug Freddie. And this is my time to really stomp on her every time she screws up. That's how I felt it was.
It was. It did feel like that. It's like you can walk with your... Tell me, it's amazing how you can walk with your foot in your mouth. It's like, okay, people make mistakes. And it seems as though Kim understood it. She just walked on. That's all. And you explained the situation.
Of all people, Freddie.
Yeah. It isn't intentional. Freddie says, "I'm going." Whitley said, "No, you're not." I said, "Hell no, I'm going." And they go, and she does go with him. We go to the hospital lobby. Dwayne, Whitley, and Freddie are in the lobby. She's really shook by the hospital. Like, I don't think
How long
she's
you
done a
think that
hospital
drive
before.
took to get to Ohio, bro?
It takes 8
Huh?
hours. That's why I sent you that. Remember I sent you a map? You didn't know what it was. Those
Oh, that's why
directions?
you sent me that.
Yeah.
I was like,
8
from
hours.
Daytona?
Dayton. That's Dayton.
You said
Dayton,
from
Ohio.
Dayton.
No, Dayton, Ohio.
Huh? But
From
was it
from
from Virginia?
yes, 8 hours. That's an 8 hour
Okay.
trip with no traffic. That's an eight
Okay.
hour trip.
8 hour. I think it was 8 hour and 52 minutes to be exact.
It was. I'm being kind and saying 8 hours. It's still 8 hours and 50. So maybe you might well say 9 hours. It's a 9 hour
Yeah,
ride.
it might as well be 9 hours. That's they didn't give us any kind of trip either. A 9 hour trip, no parts of the trip, no filming, nothing. They just
No,
one
it's
day they get in the car, then
and
next
they
thing you
there,
know they're in the lobby.
and they there. Um, and I
Debbie
mean,
said only got
you
30
think
minutes.
no, but this, you know what? I really think it should be mentioned. This whole episode, as much as it was about what happened to the dad, it had a lot to do about the whole spirituality thing and God. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. It
like
was.
I thought it was. For some reason, I remembered it to be all about him and Dad Reese getting shot and Kim, but it was much more about spirituality and God. And but they get there. Kim comes to the lobby. I think it's funny. I said this. I wrote this note. I think it's funny that we never meet Kim's mom during this whole episode, but later on, we saw an extra hug Kim like she was her mother. We never like
You know why?
why?
Somebody else got to get paid.
Okay.
Somebody's got to get paid.
Kim Kim comes out to the lobby. She said that her dad was out of surgery, but his bullet pierced his abdomen. He lost some blood, and they still won't let his mom see. Um, she's upset because she knows that she hasn't called him since the fight over Freaknik, and we just did that episode. If you haven't watched, and when he is too, and she says when he calls, she been playing I'm too busy, and now she kind of feels she kind of feeling guilty now, like whatever. Dwayne is trying to ease Kim's feelings about it. It's like I barely called my mom this, that, the other. And then she's like, but your dad's not a cop. I may never see him again. And Whitley assures him he's going to be okay. And Freddie says, "I wish I could something I could do." And Kim says, "Pray for it." Freddie says, "Pray? I could do
Yeah,
that." But
she's
I
not
got to
not
say
not
this.
really the praying type.
But at the end of this scene, Whitley gives Freddie a look like, "Negro, you don't know God."
Again,
she gives her a look like, "Negro, you don't know God."
Whitley, bro. Again, bro. Whitley's just an ass throughout this episode.
Yeah, she's rough. We go to Daddy Reese's hospital room. We see Kim. She's like I said, Kim is in the. You see her through the window of the ICU. We see her in the anteroom hugging this woman. And he's like, you kind of gather it's her mother or older sister, probably the mom or whatever. I just think that's a character we wanted to see, probably a
No
little
speaking
bit.
roles means no check.
Um, Kim enters and she speaks for her dad, and they have that type of conversation that the conversation where you kind of forget everything in the past due to somebody being shot. You kind of like, yeah, let's kind of get like we're gonna have one of them conversations because we go like,
Yeah.
I messed up. We need to get past all this time, or you could be on deathbed.
And both of them acknowledge that they're both of them. You can tell they acknowledge that they knew where they were in the wrong, at least on their end.
This is a dumb question. You can answer if you want to or not. I thought about what is the worst indiscretion you could forget if somebody you knew got shot? like if somebody stole money, it's like Could you kind of like in that moment, like, could you get over it?
I tell you what, it sounds messed up. I know a dude that health wise, he's not doing that well. And I just happen to find out this information in passing in a discussion,
Hmm.
and I never cared for the dude too much when we were younger. And while I definitely don't want to see anything happen to him, and you want him to pull through whatever he's dealing with health
Hmm.
wise. After that, that's it.
So you flat
I
out.
mean, I in some ways, my pettiness sometimes. I don't I don't even know if it's pettiness. It's just sometimes, bro. It's just like I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you in the worst position. But outside of that, I still don't care too much about you.
Right on. We go to the hospital lobby. Freddie, everyone's sleeping. Freddie is confused, and she goes to a window and opens it up to talk to God. And she's like, "This is
Yeah,
new to
she
me."
found God at the hospital. She
Yeah.
found God at the hospital.
I don't know if you could open up a second or third floor window like that at a hospital that easy. I'll be
Hey,
honest with
tell
you.
me this. I got this note right here that I wrote down, and maybe you know why. Potatoes or grits, and I said grits. Do you know why I wrote that? Was there
Because
anything?
when you go to a breakfast spot, you was like, man, what do you want?
No. Was somebody talking about potatoes or grits in that episode?
Oh yeah, that was later on at the diner. That was at the
Okay.
diner. That was
Okay.
at the diner. That was at the diner.
Oh, that was Dwayne. Grits.
Oh, like I said, Freddie is talking to God, and she expresses that my mom
Uh,
believes in you. My dad don't, but he's still a good guy. He's a nice dude. She's like still protecting the dad.
hey, bro. What kind of prayer is that where you like, hey, my mom is good people. She believe in you. My dad kind of janky. He's a good person though. But
He's a good. I mean, he's good people. I mean, there's some.
I
They're
mean,
good. They're good.
in essence, you're saying your pop's a little janky because he don't believe in God.
Hey man, I have met some atheists who are much better than some Christians.
Oh, I know a lot of atheists who are much better than Christians.
So I mean, um, she says, God, the only prayer I know is she says, rubber dub
Not
dub,
the yeah,
thanks for the grub.
she hit you with the Simpsons, bro.
Rubber
She hit
dub
you with that
dub, thanks
Simpsons.
for the grub. Then she's like, yeah, that's not good. And then she just tries, and she just basically tries and says, take care of Kim's dad. I mean, and that's what prayer
I
is.
mean, that's all you
Prayer is
can
just,
do, bro. Just
prayer is
talk, bro.
talk,
Just have a
prayer is
conversation.
talking to God. Is the conversation with God. That's what it is. It's not whatever this, the many prayers that we have that have been written, seemingly written
Yeah,
by British poets or whatever. It's like, hey, it's you. It's a conversation. That's what a prayer is. It's a conversation between you and God.
I'll be honest with you. I think all of these different prayers that you're referring to is because we're Catholic.
Yeah,
I have a feeling that if we go to other religions, you are
yeah.
not going to see, like, we're the only ones who call it Our Father.
Yeah.
It's called
I
the
know.
Lord's Prayer. But how simple are we as Catholics? Hey, let's just take the first two words. That's the name of the prayer. Our Father. What? Hail Mary. I just call it the Hail Mary.
Creativity.
How about this? The glory be to the Father.
There's that. There's that.
Bruh. You just named the prayer, bruh, based off the first 2 to 4 words, bruh.
True.
Now I lay me.
Stop. We come to the hospital. We back in the hospital lobby later. Dwayne is complaining about her dad.
Hey,
Her
what if
dad
you did a
reached-
rosary? What if you had a rosary, bruh, and it say you had to do 10 now I lay me now I lay me down to sleep. Yeah, 10 out one Our Father, 10 Now I Lay Me, and one Hail Mary.
No, that is so bad. Right
There are
now.
Catholics who are watching this right now who are like, am done.
I hate both of you. I hate both. That's what they
And
say.
you call yourselves Catholics.
Dwayne is complaining about how Daddy Reese's assailant is running loose, and Wendy makes a joke about Miami Vice. One thing I gotta give, I don't know if it's credit, but I noticed with this show, they always find a way to promote one of their other NBC shows. They make a lot of, they make jokes. They will find a way to.
Was Miami Vice still on at that time?
Yes. Oh my God, was Miami Vice on 84?
What year did Miami Vice end?
Oh wait, hold on. It was a 6-year show, 6-year run. I thought it started in 80. It might have been close to the end because I think it had a 6-year run, and it was from like 83 to
I
like
don't
80.
recall Miami Vice still being on when I was in high school.
Maybe not, but they made a reference to it. Freddie then wishes that she were she mentions how she wishes she were Hindu, that she knows for sure that with reincarnation she knows the shooter would catch his. And Whitley scoffs at the whole Hinduism reincarnation thing, and Dwayne's like, they got 600 million Hindus in the world. Like you can't just dismiss that, you know?
Yeah, she had to get checkmate right quick.
Yes, she did.
Real
And
quick checkmate.
we go to Gilbert lobby, and Walter watches TV while Jaleesa lays her head in his lap. What are these two now? Help me out.
I was wondering that too.
What are these
they
two
broke
now?
up. Then the next week they were at homecoming with the little silly hats. And now they're laying now the one's laying in the law. Like, I don't know what you got going on.
What's going on? You know, I mean, not to mention, they could be doing this in Walter's apartment, which is 12 feet away. They're doing this in the lobby.
My thing is, this could have been easily rectified at the end of the 2 or 3 shows ago. Instead of saying, we've broken up, just say, we just, see where things go.
We're going to see where we go.
We're not ready for marriage.
We're not ready for marriage. We like it.
Hey, man, it's no different from instead of a tire going flat, you just have the battery go out. And then there's a reason you can't turn on the engine for the heat. But no, they had a flat tire.
Stop it.
Yes, I'm going back to that.
You done. Stop that. That was a great episode. Stop it. It
was.
It was a great episode. Let's not. No, we're not. No, you're treating it like season 1 now. You're treating it like season 1. Come on.
It's a big flaw, bro. It's a big flaw. Hey, bro, that is to me that is right up there with the Star Wars show Andor. Was it Andor? It's called Andor, right? Yeah, Andor, where they were, on another planet with the Office Depot chair, bro. Can't be having the Office Depot chair on Andor, bro. Come on, bro. You can't have the Office Depot chair, bro, on Andor, bro.
Oh my God. Like I said, they're sitting on the sofa when the phone rings. Jaleesa answers, it's Kim, and she is updating him on what's going on with her dad. And Walter is trying to tell Kim, tell Jaleesa to relay messages to Kim through Jaleesa, talking about we prayed for you, went to the chapel and prayed. They delayed all your midterms. You're gonna be good. And suddenly, in the middle of this conversation, Whitley hits the phone. When has my midterm been changed? He's like, your midterm ain't been changed. It's tomorrow. Your midterm is tomorrow at 3:00, like we said it was gonna be. Whitley then goes to check on Kim and said, Kim, to make sure, are you cool? Everything cool? Everything cool with your dad? Everything cool? Okay. Well, I'm leaving. The Whitley would say, what do you mean? The Whitley train is leaving. I have to go now. And just as much as you picked that, now, if you really wanted to pick at something, I was like, this turnaround,
Whitley.
this turnaround.
Oh no. Oh, I do have a problem with that because she wanted to jump down people's throats, and then as soon as something affects her, it's time to get on the road and go back.
Everybody's ready to go. So that means they got to turn around. Now, how much time have they spent here already?
Hours. They got 9 hours to get back.
They took 9 hours to get there. They were there long enough to sleep or nod off. Mm-hmm. He's okay now. Now you got 9 hours to get by there tomorrow. At least it's at 3 p.m. I don't even know what time they left yesterday. We don't even know what time they left yesterday. I'm assuming it was at least 12 o'clock or later. So that means you got there.
She's gonna fail. She's gonna fail. That is a fact, Jack.
Whitley gonna fail. Whitley gonna fail. And they bounce out. But this is the kicker. Next scene, they're in a diner. And we find out that they missed Tennessee because Dwayne misread the map. So you losing it. You losing time. And you stopping to get something Freddie had to go to the bathroom. But in that, they said they want to get something to eat. And they want to sit down and eat. Whitley, you ain't concerned. Whitley, you are not that concerned. She gonna fail.
My boy Dwayne, man. Dwayne. Grits. I can't even do it the way he did it, bro.
That was a bit much, man. I felt like I think it's a little extra when he
did man. That. I liked it when he said grits. He said potatoes are grits. Grits. And he from New York. They put sugar on their grits.
I don't. Sugar don't go on grits. That is from the Black Log. Sugar don't go on grits. Like I said, Freddie expresses. Now they're sitting at the table waiting for food, the tuna fish sandwiches that they've ordered. This man who's working is just an old curmudgeon. Freddie comes out and she says, "I think I found God in the bathroom. Did you find him in the bathroom?" And then she says, she expresses how she said that her prayers were sent and Mr. Reese got better. And she feels someone is listening. But Dwayne is kind of like, yeah, I get it. I get it. I believe in God. I go to church. I go to church when I'm home with Mama. I mean, when you went to Howard, did you try to go to service at the chapel?
I tried to go to chapel in the beginning.
I did too.
I got to chapel. I think I made it to chapel legitimately my freshman year, maybe twice.
I went for
in the very beginning. I
tried.
I mean, hey man, when I got to Howard, I was like, oh, man, I go to church every week. We go to church every week. Hey man.
But that's when I also learned that Catholicism was not. Being from Louisiana, Catholicism is the major religion.
Yeah.
But when you leave, it's like, what? Like, you learn a lot. You learn a lot.
First of all, they're like, you Catholic? They're like, you black? You Catholic? Yes.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, a lot of us. What are you talking about?
You know what I say? You know what I say to them every time? Yes, I'm from New Orleans. That's how I explain my Catholicism.
Yeah, and Dwayne tries to say, the conversation turned to religion. I don't know how he got to the part about talking about his mom, but how he likes to go, and I do go and I pray for the Giants to win.
He was honest.
He was honest. In your early years of Catholicism, tell the truth, elementary school, did you ever pray for something that you really shouldn't have prayed for? They made you think that you pray and it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
I prayed for the third, fourth grade. You shouldn't pray for a girlfriend. You shouldn't. It doesn't work.
I prayed. I pray for things. I definitely pray for things that I had no business praying for.
No, you realize, well, I just thought if you asked for it, they made it
I
seem like
and I will just leave it at that.
hmm. Um, we go to Gilbert Hall. Whitley returns with Kim. Freddie and Dwayne are in there, and she stops to say, my dad's doing, well, she stops to say, my mom made these homemade cookies or whatever. And Freddie expresses that she has on good authority that her dad will be walking soon. Kim smiles and excuses herself. And Whitley harps on Freddie again, and Freddie's confused. And Whitley expresses that her father may not be walking anytime soon due to some spine trauma. Again,
She did not know.
No, Whitley.
Whitley was an ass, bro, in this episode.
She did not know. Like, man,
she could have gotten an award for just being an ass in this episode. Like, she made her character very unlikable by the end of the episode.
Yeah, she
was. My friend, is good acting.
Yes, it is. Freddie rushes out and Dwayne runs after. Dwayne finds Freddie in the pit on the steps, and he's like, Freddie's mad that God ain't give her what, he didn't give her what he asked for. God tricked her. I didn't know there was fine print. And then Dwayne gives her this story about praying for a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar basketball for Christmas, and he didn't get it. He was mad. He said Christmas he didn't get that ball, but he got a winter coat and a hat. But that winter, that coat, and that freezer had a coat that nobody else had, and he wasn't freezing.
Said kids are sick, not him. And he said a line that was pretty good. I would say, he said, sometimes you get what you want, sometimes you get what you need, sometimes you just get what you get.
Yeah, you get what you get. And I can't help when I hear that story, and I know I've said it before, I'll say it again. Man, Shirley Email gave me some socks one Christmas. Man,
Shirley Email gave us socks, and those socks were on point.
My Aunt Shirley gave me socks, and I was like, but I will never forget going into my drawer at Howard University and them warm ass socks. Woo!
When I got socks, you were in college, so if I'm like 14, 15 years old, the striped socks aren't in anymore. But guess what? You not seeing my legs, so guess what? I got some warm socks on.
Man.
Shirley took care, bruh.
And
let me tell you something. Those socks were thick.
That's the and man. Being in DC now, that was new to me. Like experiencing what real cold was. Lord Jesus,
man, I brought those socks up to Howard.
That woman knew. That was Shirley Email knew. Like I said, they go to pit, and like I said, he ended off where he said, "God gives you something." Like you said, God gives you what you want. Sometimes God gives you what you need, and sometimes you get what you get.
You get what you get.
The end. Let me tell you, the Black Log is sponsored by Fade to Black Funeral Homes. Death is a part of life, but put life in your loved one's death. Fade to Black Funeral Homes with t-shirt printing, tattoo artists on site to commemorate your loved ones. Fade to Black. Man, most HBCU thing. Professors that don't change midterms for nobody.
That is very true.
Nobody. Man, I don't know what it is. I just do not believe at a PWI.
Kim lucky that she got hers changed.
Man.
Some of those professors are like, "Oh, I'm sorry that your dad got shot." Yeah.
You need
to be back here for that test. What?
What? Yeah, you need to be back here test. I'm not giving it again. I'm not doing that. I'm really sorry about your dad. But he didn't die. That's some shit he'll say. He didn't die. I think you can make it.
I'm happy. I'm sorry to hear about your family, but I changed the rule for you. I
Got
changed
change
the
for
rule for
everybody.
everybody.
Can't do that.
And
Cannot do
they
that.
are serious.
Hell, yes they are. Yes they are.
Mine
Yes they are.
mine is kind of a repeat from another episode. Just jumping in the car with a bunch of people and rolling out.
Freddie did do that. Yes, she did.
Jump in the car and roll it. Hey, let's jump in the car and roll to Ohio from Virginia.
Least likely thing to happen.
I did that Canada. I did that from Howard to Canada. They said,
You
hey,
had a passport?
'cause we had indeed. We had a step show in Canada.
Boy, if you had called your mom and dad and said, I'm stuck in Canada, that'd have been the guru.
We had a step show in Canada, and we went to Windsor, Canada, and we stepped at the step show, and then I remember the dude trying not to pay us to pay the chapter, and we rode to the dude's apartment and was like, bruh, like where that money, and they gave it
paid
to us.
y'all to step?
Yeah, I don't remember. I think they paid. Either it was a show where we won, or it was a show where you got paid, to perform at the show.
Okay.
And it was in Windsor, Canada. They had done the show before, and I guess this dude thought he was gonna be slick, and he wasn't gonna pay. And we were like, no.
Like them dudes in Atlanta when Paperboy went and got his money. Give me my goddamn. This is, I don't even know if this is the least likely thing to happen at age. It's the least likely thing to happen. Whitley getting back in time for that test.
Yeah.
There's no way.
My highly unlikely was not really HBCU per se. It was highly unlikely that I'm paying for a sandwich that some dirty ass man put his bare hands on.
Oh yeah, that's not
in that diner.
That was like, that is not it. That's like, oh, we gone. You can't do that. You can't. My hip hop song. I don't know. I shouldn't have said it, but I did it anyway. Crossroads by Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh, that is very good.
Yeah, but we didn't want Mr. Reese to die. That's all.
Shit, you think yours bad? Mine's worse.
See? Everybody look at this show. Look at you now.
That's good, bro.
You being inappropriate.
Crossroads.
What you got?
My boy and / line brother Asani, the dude who put the dude Uncle no man, the dude in Crossroads. What was your boy?
My Uncle Charles, y'all. My Uncle Charles,
Uncle Charles, y'all. Yeah, Uncle Charles went to his church.
Really?
Yeah, in L.A. Yeah.
And my Uncle Charles, yeah.
Uncle Charles in the video? Yeah, Uncle Charles went to his church, bro.
Wow.
If I met Uncle Charles, I'd be starstruck.
Uncle Charles?
Like, man, you Uncle Charles. But
and
yeah, my song is probably worse. I chose Violent by Tupac Shakur. Do you remember that song?
That is so... That is... It's like... What? I'm like... Come on.
They claim that I'm violent just because I refuse to be silent. These hypocrites are having fits because I'm not buying it, defying it.
I don't feel bad anymore. you
Envious because I will rebel against any oppressor, and this is known as self-defense.
You just went for a song for the street thug that shot that man. Come on.
Hey.
HBC.
Hey man, Officer Reach was too hard on Kim that week before at homecoming.
So stop.
What? I just said what?
All right, it's too hard. So you deserve to get popped.
I didn't say he deserved to get popped. I just said that my song. I don't know. We don't know. We do not know the specifics of that case. Kim Reed's daddy could have been Dirty Cop.
Oh, God. We got Chef as attorney cop. Oh my God. Get here. You know what?
Hey
I'm
man.
gonna go to my HBC alone. I'm
Hey
going to
man.
pick a man who's been in this show first season. I'm Lincoln University alum and your frat brother, Roscoe Lee Brown. I wanted him to appear as God to Whitley and discuss him being God, some of her designer clothes being knockoffs, and how bad
Uh,
she is at math. I wanted God to appear
uh,
to everybody, but I want God to appear strictly to Whitley and tell us that that bag is a knockoff, and you're not going to pass
the
this
fact
test.
the fact that it is Roscoe Lee Brown is it's magnificent.
I just want that. I want that. I want him to appear to Whitley like, oh my God. I want hope because, like I said, this is such a spiritual show. It'll be so great to see him, everybody appear to God in a different way, in a different form. Like, oh man, your HBC alum?
In that scene at the end where Kim returns with Whitley and everybody's going up to her, find out how her dad is and find out he's all right, and he being she being kind of sad after Freddie's comments and understanding why. um Howard grad Laz Alonso shows up again, and he's like, "Yo, Kim, your dad's gonna be all right. Your dad's gonna be all right. All right? Your dad's gonna be all right."
Oh,
That's how he'll talk to her. It's, "Yo, Kim, your dad's gonna be all right."
what if? My what if? What if Mr. Reese passed? That would be cataclysmic. Like
we
we
be
have
we be
we have
we be on
episodes
another
of
episode.
Kim just spiraling out of control. If Kim's like that's
Then
Kim's
then
dad.
then, then the rest the rest of that season will just be ugh. Like I mean, it'd be like,
That's something they
damn.
would do. That's something they would do on the reboot. Hey, if you all don't know, the reboot is scheduled for September 24th, the same
It
day
is.
it debuted in 1987. The Different World
Yeah.
reboot is going to debut on Netflix on September 24th. That was the date they debuted in 1987. Um,
All right.
I shouldn't be advertising. I mean, hey, Netflix, y'all gonna spend spend a little money on us. How about this? You want to advertise here on the Black Law? How about that? We're here. We're here. Do that. What ifs?
None.
None. None.
None for me.
None. I had no. I mean, I think I'd have no stories. I have no stories about this. Yeah. Have no
I had no
nostalgia.
nostalgia, but I will say that obviously Kim's dad did not pass, but it did have me thinking about I I remember my friend's grandmother passed, and this is the first time that I think I started to learn about or thinking about and respecting another person's position, because my friend it was a conversation. He mentioned that he didn't want people calling him and giving him he didn't feel like the condolences or anything. He didn't want it, like, and because that's the first thing I think of that I was thinking of was I found out his grandmother passed. I wanted to tell him I'm sorry and my condolences and praying for you. And he was the first person that made me realize that everybody does not want condolences. They don't want hugs. They would rather, you just respect whatever it is, they do. And that may be something that you, as a person, has to figure out on your own. It's not something that you're going to ask this person.
Grieving
you
is
just have to figure it out.
Grieving is
Yeah,
different.
grieving is different for
everyone.
And maybe and that was probably what I got from it, was that grieving, everybody does not grieve the same way. Because I was used to seeing it done in one way.
Yeah.
So it's not really a story per se.
I mean, it can be. I mean, I guess it could be very. It's inundating because you're being. It's bad enough that the person is gone, but you're constantly being reminded. You know what I mean? You're constantly being reminded. And
no one knows how you're being reminded.
Yeah.
You could drive somewhere, you could hear a song, you could smell a scent, you could ride by a place, anything. It's all around you all day long. So.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. I want to say I enjoy the episode itself. It was not dark, you know what I mean? But it wasn't, hilarity because of the tone.
It wasn't the usual light toned, you know what I mean?
But as far as season 3, it's still a great episode.
It's still a good episode. Yeah, it was still a good episode.
Still a great episode.
It just wasn't, just might not be what you.
It wasn't diddly dee. It wasn't. It wasn't that. It wasn't that level of humor.
Dwayne already told you. Sometimes you get what you want. Sometimes you get what you need. Sometimes you get what you get.
There you go.
We got what we got.
We got what we got. So from the Black Law, till next week. Peace.